All right, good morning. Now,
Morning.
today, in today's class, we're going to continue reading, but I'm going to switch the format. You see, a lot of times people have been taught that the actual word, the manuscripts are cryptic, written in some bygone language with no understanding except someone with some type of divine divination. And you see me reading and you're saying, well, maybe he's interpreting. Maybe he's taking what is read and he's manipulating it to say it says this.
Right, or put your own spin on
I'm
it.
putting my own spin on it.
Right.
Right. But we're reading straight through. So today we're going to have a review read.
Yes.
And we're going to see if the message changes. Right. So let's just make sure and validate that anyone who seeks the instruction will gain the wisdom. This is a test. Now, she's a new student. She hasn't been with me except for the time that I've been here. What, 2 months?
Yeah, 2 months.
So you guys now are going to see if Arabia can gain wisdom from this manuscript. Okay, so we're going to pick up. Where did we leave off yesterday? 35 and 21, right?
Yes.
Okay, now we're going to take our time.
Yes.
I'm going to relax and I'm going to ask the questions. Now I'm going to be the student and let her speak the word, and I'm going to listen and see what needs to be done.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, take it away.
And every man whose heart move him, and everyone who was filled with the spirit of prophecy came and brought what he had for a separation before Yah for the work of the tabernacle of ordinance. So, first, the heart must be moved.
Okay, so if I don't feel it in my heart, then
It's not for you.
so you're saying if I don't feel it in my heart, God don't want me?
Pretty much, what it's saying here is that your heart has to be moved.
Oh, okay. So if you don't feel it in your heart, turn off the video, close it, and ride your ticket to hell. I'm fine with it. I'm fine. He don't want you. He don't want you.
Yes.
I'm fine with that. We're talking about the people of the Most High, and we're talking to the people of the Most High. It's not talking to you.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So, and if I don't follow this instruction, then I don't have the spirit of prophecy.
Correct. Because
Wait a minute. So you mean the Most High is not talking to anybody anywhere unless they're obeying this instruction
yes.
to build for the people, for his people.
Yes.
So if they're not doing this,
Yes.
right, they're not participating in this.
Correct.
They don't have no prophetic bone in their body.
No. Because this is the way you are filled.
This is the filling of the Holy Spirit. When you come and you put your hand to this work and you give to the house of instruction, the house of ordinance,
Yes.
to build your own nation.
Yes. Yes, because this is for our own nation. It's not for anybody else. Even though those who have read the manuscript has taken upon themselves for them, this was actually written for us.
So you have to come, you mean to tell me we have to give to build it?
Yes.
And come and work it
Yes.
and continue to give to build it as needed.
Yes. Work and be strong. Yes. Yes. There's no other way.
So we have to do for all the services. So we have to do and create our own administrations.
Yes, our own administrations. We have to have our priesthood together and intact.
So that means everybody has to come back, reread the instructions, re-practice, and retrain to come back and do this properly.
Yes. Yes. You have to have the schooling.
And it says there's holy vestments. So you
Yes.
mean to tell me there's a whole different set of clothing?
Whole set of different clothing. So you just can't make clothing and attach something on and say, okay, this is it. No, there are specific directions within the law that says how the clothing is to be made, who it's for, who wears it, who doesn't wear it. So you have to stick with the instructions.
Oh, and this is to every man. That includes me?
Yes, every man. Yes.
Me.
Yes.
Okay, cool. No problem. I can accept it. I'm a man.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel it in my heart to do it. You know what I'm saying? I give my all. That's fine.
Right.
And I want spirit of prophecy. I want to be ahead of the curve. I want to know what's going on. I want to prosper.
Right.
I want the Most High to be with me, so I'm gonna give to the separation.
Yes, because this is an offering.
Yeah, I understand. I see that.
So every man is to give to this offering.
Wow. Okay. What else does it say?
And for all its service.
So I got to come in and work too.
You have to work.
Because you got to
coming from the sky.
Got to work too.
You have to work.
All right.
Okay. And for the holy vestments.
All right. I can get some new clothes. No problem.
Yes.
You got to make new clothes. We got to make them. All right. It is what it is.
Right. And with the men came the women. So women is included here too.
Oh.
Because they come with the men.
Oh, I see that.
Everyone, men and women, whose heart was moved.
So you mean to tell me the women's heart can move too?
Their hearts can move as well. Yes.
Right? It's saying the men came with the women, but it doesn't really say that they coming together.
Exactly.
So a woman by herself
can come. Yes. When her heart is moved.
If her heart is moved, a woman who hears this instruction and says, what this says is true and right, and I accept that this is the instruction from God, can obey this instruction and move without anyone else's opinion or agreement?
Correct.
Wow. And it says whose move was heart. So it's just in her heart. It just ain't got nothing to do with nobody else?
No, nobody else, just the heart.
Wow.
And check out what the women bring. And bought chains and necklaces, rings, bracelets, and every ornament of gold.
Oh, snap.
So they bring in their jewelry.
You could just bring your jewelry is good.
Yes. Yes. Because there's use for it.
There's a use for it. Okay. Yes. All right. And what else?
Everyone offering up the offering of gold before Yah.
Oh, wow. So everyone offering up. You can give gold.
Yes, you can give gold.
We take gold.
Yes.
All right.
And everyone with whom was found hyacinth, or purple, or crimson, or fine linen, goat's hair, or purple skins, brought the separation before Yah.
Wow. So you can bring your skills, you can bring raw materials.
Yes, whatever is needed to build the sanctuary, because this is all for the sanctuary.
Right. So you got gold, so you can buy stuff with gold. You can make stuff with the gold that's needed.
Yes, very valuable.
And you brought the raw materials and supplies too.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. And all with whom were found woods of sitta, which is the acacia.
So wood, acacia wood. They brought wood too.
Yes.
For all the works of the
service
service brought.
Yes.
So they brought everything, and they built their own sanctuary.
Yes. Yes.
So they brought it, and this sanctuary, they lived at it, right?
Yes. Yes.
So this was their own little nation.
Yes, their own community.
Their own community.
Yes.
So they didn't build the church?
No church. Nothing here says
so they
church.
Didn't. So they gave and came and lived where they gave.
Yes, correct.
So anybody who you given to, and you don't live there,
correct,
right? Mm-hmm. You wasted your money. You got deceived.
Pretty much, yes.
So they wasn't filled with the prophecy when they was prophesying.
They were prophesying.
Okay. I'm just checking the script.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing to interpret here. It's detailed and plain.
Okay, well, let's continue then.
Okay. And every woman whose heart was wise spun with her hands.
Wait a minute. You got wise women.
Wise women.
And they working?
They're working.
With their hands.
With their hands, yes.
So I know the men have a shepherd staff. They have a staff we're supposed to have.
Right.
Right? And the women have...
a distaff.
A distaff?
Yes.
It's for spinning?
Yes, that's how it's like a stick with a bar going across, and then they rub like this, and that makes the thread.
Okay, so the women making their own threads for the garments too.
Yes.
So you mean to tell me from the plant to the outfit, they made everything from scratch?
Yes, even with the sheep. Like the man has a regular staff, what takes care of the sheep, and then the woman, while the sheep's alive, will pull the wool and spin to make the thread.
They was putting locks on the sheep so the sheep would grow strings so that they could just cut the strings off and just get right to work.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And bought the spun work of hyacinth and purple and crimson and fine linen. And all the women whose hearts were moved in wisdom.
So we got wisdom on women. This is the second time it's done said wisdom on women.
Yes.
Right now, I know he said wisdom on the men, but he's making the distinguishment that it can be, there's a wisdom on men and there's a wisdom on women.
Right.
So if the men don't move, the women can still move?
Women can still move. And though at times, in text, sometimes you might see women referring to the men, but as we see here, he's actually speaking to the women.
The women?
The women, yes.
Wow. The women's is?
Yes, the women's is.
He's speaking to the women. Let me check, because you know how these women be. They always trying to rise up, right? Let me check. Every woman. It don't put a man there. So now the women who are wanting to be wise and wanting to build and wanting to have a community, the woman can just make her own and come in and build the community.
Yes.
It don't include the man here.
Yes. Yes.
And they can work in these things, which women love. This is fashion, right? The colors, the purple, the red, linen. And they can start making their own clothes.
Yes.
And we ain't got to buy.
Yeah, this the Proverbs woman, the industrious woman.
We ain't got to buy no more Belubiagas. You mean to tell me all this time we could have had our own brands
Yes.
And our own styles of clothes. We ain't have to wait for nobody.
Yes. Because this is what we do.
And it's our traditional and custom.
Yes, that's why, and they know this. This is why they force the fashions of these brands on us, because they know this is who we are, what we
Whoa. Okay. Keep going. Let me see where it's going.
Okay. And we're moved in wisdom.
Wait, hold on. Did that say in all the women?
All the women.
Whose hearts?
Yes.
Were moved in wisdom. So you mean to tell me it's possible that some women's hearts can move in foolishness?
Yeah.
And then there's some women
that moved by wisdom.
Moved with wisdom. And all of those women whose hearts moved in wisdom did what?
They spun goat's hair. So foolish women can't do it. Only
the wise ones.
Women. Yes.
They spun the goat's hairs
while upon their bodies
and
shear them being alive.
Get out of here.
Yes, yes. So you see, the man and the woman is working together. The man is taking care of the goats.
So wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me all these women that do these locks, they were putting the locks on the goats?
Yes.
And the goat's hair would grow out, and then they didn't have to kill the goat.
No, they could do it while the goat's alive.
And the goat was growing the strings.
Yes. So that they will be able to use their distaff and rub together, and that will make the thread in order to make the garments.
While the goat was alive, they didn't even have to kill the animals.
They didn't have to kill the animal.
So they didn't waste nothing.
Nothing was wasted.
That's deep. That's deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they got the string, the fabric, and everything, and did everything themselves.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. They didn't go to the store?
No. We have to come back this way.
Oh, snap.
Yes.
Yo, we doing stuff backwards, B. How we get so lost?
Yes.
All right, keep going. We'll see what else we got to do.
And the clouds of heaven went to the Fizon.
The Pishon, huh?
Pishon, yes.
All right.
And drew up from thence onyx stones.
Hold on, wait a minute. So this cloud.
The cloud itself. The clouds,
they went over there to a river. And it rained. It had to have rained.
It had to.
Because clouds don't move nothing.
Correct. It had to rain in order
to make the stones come up.
Yes.
So by the riverbed.
That's some powerful rain. And stones for infilling to encase the ephod, and the breastplate, and spread them upon the face of the wilderness.
Get out of here. So the clouds made rain and it washed the stones up. All right, so what the people do?
And the princes.
Oh, whoa.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Is that plural with an S?
Yes, with an S. Princes.
So you mean to tell me that we got to make more princes?
Yes, we do.
It's plural.
It's plural.
It's not one prince.
Right.
Right?
There's many.
There's many princes?
Yes.
Man.
Of Israel.
Of Israel. This is of our people.
Of our people. Yes.
The princes of Israel. So everybody didn't go because, the other peoples and the other nations, they might try to pocket it for themselves.
Right.
But the princes of Israel went?
Yes. Yes.
And what happened?
And brought them for the need of the work.
So the princes went and got the stones, all that they could. Every stone that they could find, they got it.
Yes.
And they just gave all of it. They didn't put it in their pocket.
No. It was for the need of the work. It wasn't for themselves.
So the princes was wise.
Yes.
And they was upstanding. They didn't skim nothing off the top.
Correct.
It was about building for the community.
For the community.
For real, for the community.
For real. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. It wasn't for themselves. It wasn't for them to be rich.
Wow.
It was for everyone.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, we need some princes like this, yo.
Yeah.
We need princes like this.
With integrity.
With integrity, right?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Good moral character.
So if we got our own princes, we don't need to be voting.
No, there's no need to vote.
Wow.
And I know this is later on, but we ain't supposed to vote.
Wow. Obviously, if we got princes, because princes don't get voted.
Right. So we're not supposed to vote. Yeah.
Wow. And then what happened?
And the clouds of heaven returned and went to the Garden of Eden.
Oh, snap.
So the Garden of Eden.
The Garden of Eden is in this whole area. You mean over here by Jordan and Saudi Arabia and all of that?
That's where the Garden of Eden is located. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
It's not somewhere far away.
No.
It's just the desert now?
Yeah. And the thing is, this is the Garden of. So there is Eden, and this is the garden part of Eden.
So you have to put the garden back.
Put the garden back together.
Wow.
Yes.
And what they go to the Garden of Eden for?
And took from thence choice aromatics.
Oh, wow. That's some smell goods.
And oil of olives for the light.
So they got olive oils for light.
And pure balsam for the anointing oil.
Wow.
And for the sweet incense.
Wow.
So this is the balsam fir tree.
The fir tree. So they had their own fir trees and everything. Yes. They just went to the natural tree and got it?
And got it. So that means we're going to have our own balsam fir trees.
So you mean to tell me, wait, I got to get this straight, yo. We got to get all of this stuff ourselves?
Yes. And have particular ones growing just this. It's not like, oh, you have a garden and you're growing this, and this.
Because I'm reading this and it's saying now we talking about the men, the princes. Now I'm a prince. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I got royal blood. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, like, I'm a prince. So you mean to tell me, like, I gotta go get this? I can't order it from China?
No, you have to get it yourself.
Wow. And from the Garden of Eden?
From the Garden of Eden.
So I'm supposed to be on this side in Jordan to even get all of this other stuff that I need?
Correct. Mm-hmm. Have to be here in Jordan because this Jordan is the Garden of
Eden. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
That's why you can find pretty much everything here. You find all the spices, you find herbs you've never heard of. It's all here.
Wow.
In the land here.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, cool. So what does it say next?
Every man, a son of Israel.
Oh, snap. I'm a son.
And every woman.
Whoa.
A daughter of Israel. So this is for both of us.
Okay.
Who was moved in heart.
All right.
Bought for all the work.
Hold on 1 second. We'll be right back after this. All right, we back. Okay, pick up again. We at 35 and 29.
Every man. A son of Israel.
That's me.
And every woman. That's me.
All right.
A daughter of Israel. Who was moved in heart.
That's me.
Bought for all the work which Yahweh by Musa had commanded to be made.
That's me. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, because we are commanded.
Yeah, man, I'm not a rebel to the Most High's word. You know what I'm saying, yo?
Yeah.
Most High said, do what Moses say do. Moses said it. It's written down and says for us to do it.
So brought the children of Israel the votive gift.
All right, so it's a gift. I'm just giving it. Bet.
Yes, before Yah.
Okay.
And Musa said to the sons of Israel, see, Yah hath ordained with a good name Bezalel, Bar Uri, Bar Hur.
So it's Bezalel, Bar Uri, Bar Hura, right? Because they Arabic. This is an Arabic name, and he's the grandson of Hura. Oh snap! That's the dude that they killed with Aaron.
Her.
Oh snap!
You know, they made a movie. I think Charleston Heston was in that one too. Her.
Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right. So they got Bezalel. All right. And what happened?
Of the tribe of Yehuda.
The tribe of Judah.
Yes.
Bet. I'm with it. Judah rise up first, baby. We on deck.
Yes.
We're going to build it right here in Jordan. And that's what we're going to do because I'm wise in heart.
Yes. And have filled him with the spirit of prophecy.
All right.
From before Yah. In wisdom. In understanding.
Yeah.
In knowledge.
Yeah.
And in all handcrafts.
All right. And what else?
Now look what it says. And have filled him with the spirit of prophecy from before Yah in wisdom. So to have the spirit of prophecy,
you get wisdom.
You get wisdom.
Oh snap! Oh wow! I'm just peeping that. You get wisdom. That's one thing.
And understanding.
You get understanding.
And you get knowledge.
Knowledge.
And in all the handicrafts.
And you get work skills.
Work skills as well.
So
that's all part of the spirit of prophecy.
So prophecy ain't about telling folk what to do.
No fortune teller, no.
It's about understanding the instruction and then getting up and doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, work, snap.
Yes, work, hear and do.
Oh, snap.
Hear and do.
You got hear and do.
Yes.
It ain't about picking lottery numbers.
No.
Oh, snap.
And pretty much you're giving what you have.
Okay.
Yes. And to instruct.
Oh, snap.
Artificers.
Oh, wait. Instruct and to teach.
Yes.
The artificers, the workers.
To work in gold.
Work in gold.
And in silver.
And silver.
And in brass.
And in brass.
So apparently they didn't already know how to do this. The spirit of prophecy came upon them to teach them how to do this.
Well, I mean, he sent the teacher. It means this guy, he had some knowledge and he shared it. And the people learning it didn't know. They just listened to the one dude who had the skills.
And then with the skills, the artificer and the handicraft was all given to them.
Right, because the teacher's there. He says to instruct the artificers. So if you want to come learn how to cut jewels, somebody who knows how to cut jewels is already here.
Yes.
So if we need to learn how to build buildings, somebody
has to know
how to build buildings already here.
Already, in which that's kind of what you do as an engineer.
Oh, man. You mean to tell me the Most High sent the engineer out here? Because we have to build buildings and we need an engineer?
Yep, and your military skills. So the military.
Somebody knows how to organize people and put them into an order and set an order so that we can have protection and defense of our property, which we get.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I believe the spirit of prophecy is upon you, my brother.
Wow.
Yeah.
And all I did was follow an instruction. I ain't care what it say.
Right.
But it said do this, so I'm like, I bet I'll do it, and I'm doing it, and you mean to tell me because I listened, God want me?
Yes.
Man, that's cool. That's tight. I'm with it.
Okay. And in the cutting of precious stones.
So he taught them how to cut stones.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
To perfect by them the work and in the fabrication.
Oh, snap. That's carpentry.
Yes, of wood.
Wow.
To work in all the work of artificers.
So artificers is like skilled tradesmen.
Yes, they're tradesmen.
So if you got a skill, electrician, carpentry, stone cutting. Wow. Plumbing.
Yeah, all the things we've ran away from as a people.
The stuff that America don't want no more?
Right.
Oh, come on, Israel. We got this.
Yeah.
I'm taking all the plumbers. Give me the stone cutters. Give me all y'all.
Right.
We got stuff to do. We build our own now. We got instructions. This is cool.
And to teach artwork to the rest of the artificers, he imparted skill to his heart.
Wow. To teach artwork. So artwork's included? Yes. So we taking all the artists too?
Yes.
Oh, snap.
Everyone has a purpose.
Oh, we taking the artists too.
Yes.
So the drawers and the painters and the sculptors and all that?
All of that.
Oh, snap.
And to that of Ahalaib Bar Akisamak of the tribe of Dan. He filled them.
That's a group.
That's a group of them.
Oh,
not just
snap.
one person. With wisdom. He filled them with wisdom of heart to make all the work of the carpenter.
Oh, snap. See?
And the embroiderer.
Oh, wow.
And hyacinth, and in purple, and in crimson, and in fine linen, and of the sewer.
The sower.
The sower.
So they sold everything.
Yes, they sold everything. Yes.
They made everything. They made all the fabric. And then they had a whole group of these people, them,
yes.
Right? And they sold up brand new outfits.
Yes.
Which means they didn't have what they came with. This is brand new.
Yes. To fashion all the work and to teach the workmen.
And to teach the workmen. Wow. So they had their own fashion that they created. So they didn't just get fabric from Africa?
No.
So they didn't just get material from the Chinese?
No.
They had to recreate all of it.
Right.
Man, we got a long way to go because we got to get all this stuff. And then we got to make the stuff to put it back together to make everything we supposed to have.
Yes.
Wow.
And Bezalel and Ahaliab wrought, and every man wise in heart, to whom Yahweh had given wisdom and intelligence to understand and to make all the work for the service of the sanctuary.
So this sanctuary was a safe place for all the people who lived there.
Yes.
So they not only had to make everything, they made it and they lived it. Yes. So this is a community.
This is a community.
This is not a church.
No, this is not even the tabernacle. This is just the sanctuary.
Just the sanctuary, the safe place for them that had escaped from Egypt.
Yes.
Oh, snap.
Yes. Yes.
So if you don't understand this, then the Most High did not give you any wisdom.
No.
And you have no intelligence to understand to make the work. The Most High don't want you and he made you dumb.
Yes. Yes. Pretty much, unfortunately.
No, I think it's fortunate because we got to get rid of some ignorant folk. I'm tired of being at the back end of every society.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm just saying, if you hear this message and you see this, then you can understand like, yo, we like this because the leaders keep running us to other people saying, well, they got the money. And the Most High is like, no, the pennies you got if you rub them together, you can make this, and you need to make all of these things yourself, for yourself, and get somewhere, right?
Right.
Where we know now we need to be on this side, in this place where everything is available, where if we buy land, there's no taxes, we own it.
Right, right. And the thing is, it's not one person doing this. It keeps saying them. So we do it collectively. So if this person has a little bit of this and this person have a little bit of that, if you put it together, it becomes much.
Wow.
So, it's not all on one person.
Okay, that's fantastic. Let's wow.
And Musa called Bezalel and Aholiab and every man wise in heart, to whose heart Yah had given wisdom.
Okay.
Everyone whose heart was moved to draw near.
Whoa. Everyone whose heart was moved had to move near.
To draw near.
They had to move.
Yes.
They had to draw near. They had to move.
They had to move. Yes.
So this is when you're making a community, you have to give first. We get the initial setup, and you come on over.
Yes.
Because you got to move your tent and everything to be close.
Right.
So what they moving for?
And do the work itself.
They moved to do the work themselves.
Yes. That's what it says.
Oh, snap.
Yes. Nobody's going to give us a handout. There's no divine intervention.
Wow.
Coming. We have to do this
ourselves.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. I'm gonna do it myself. I'm good. Let's. What else we got?
And they took from before Musa all the separation that the children of Israel had brought for the work of the service of the sanctuary.
Wow.
Yeah, for the work of the sanctuary, the service.
They took everything from the people to make for the work, to make the sanctuary, the safe place for all the people to live, to eat, to grow, and make all of this stuff. So they thought about having stuff for the goats.
Yes.
And the sheeps.
Yes.
And the cows.
Yes.
And the rams.
Yes.
And the lambs.
Yes.
And the pigeons.
Yes.
They thought about all these things, and they had to have everything for them for this work.
Yes.
And to build, after they got everything situated for the people, then they built something, a place of prayer to go and seek for the Most High.
Yes.
For more instruction.
Yes.
And a school.
Yes. Yep, that's the tabernacle of ordinance.
Wow.
That's the school of instruction.
So we keep repeating this over and over again.
Yeah, and he keeps repeating. Has to do with the heart.
Oh, so if you got a dirty heart, you don't want to do this.
Then this is not for you.
Okay.
You're not a part of it.
Okay.
Okay. To make it.
So they had to make it.
Yes, they had to make the
everything.
Yes.
All right, cool.
And they shall still brought to him the voluntary gift, morning after morning, from their possession.
Whoa, wait. So they not only gave what he asked for,
but what they supposed to give.
They gave a regular gift
as well.
Morning after morning from their possessions. So they kept giving, they kept working, they kept until everything was done.
To everything they had need of was given.
Man.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, some kind of genius wrote this because, I sit down and it makes sense, right? We all keep paying taxes off of every paycheck. What if we took the rest of our money and just invested it in getting our own and then left and quit paying taxes and left it? Then we could just continue building for ourselves and then continue giving from our own.
Right.
So we profiting from our work.
As well as the land that we buy is not your land or my land. It's all of our land.
It's ours.
It's all of our land.
Wow, we all can have land and be safe.
Yes, yes. And it goes down generation to generation.
Generation to generation. Wow.
Through generational wealth.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And all the wise men.
So because they did this, they were wise men?
They were wise men because of their obedience to these instructions.
Oh, snap.
Who did all the work of the sanctuary came, each man from the work which he had done.
Wow. So the ones that worked on this was wise, and the ones who didn't
were foolish. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they said to Musa, the people abound in bringing more than is enough for the service of the work which Yah hath ordained.
All right. So how much are we asking for this project?
What's it? I
think it's like 36 million.
Yeah, 36 million is what we need total.
So if 36 million people gave
$1,
mm-hmm,
we would have it.
We would have what we asked for.
Yes.
If 36 million people gave $2,
mm-hmm,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is not a lot because there's 55 million in America,
mm-hmm,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's another 30-something, 40-something million in South America. And then there's hundreds of millions throughout Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And Europe is another 50-something million throughout Europe.
Oh, man, we'll have way more than enough.
But it's only the wise ones. So let's say half of them is wise. I'm being generous.
Yeah, that's very generous.
Right? So you know what? Forget that. Let's say a third with $1.
Okay. I was thinking just 10%.
Okay. I mean, but that's still more than what we asking for to build it.
That's true.
Wow.
Yes.
But that's only the ones who's wise in heart and they get to fill with the spirit of prophecy and they want to give, right?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
And willing to work.
Because the whole spirit of prophecy is about work.
It's about work.
The spirit of prophecy wasn't about telling nobody nothing?
No. It was never about telling your future, or that Yah has a word for you. He already has a word for you. It's right here.
So it wasn't that.
No,
that's messed up. So them, everybody lying.
Yeah, prophet lying.
Wow.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it was more than enough for the service of the work which Yah hath ordained, commanded.
He ordained this. There's no other way. And Musa commanded, and they made proclamation through the camp, saying, neither man nor woman may make any more work for the holy separation, and the people cease from bringing. So they stopped it.
There's a stopping point.
Correct.
Oh, wow. So when I said that this wasn't going to last forever, we're going to do this for a certain amount of time.
Yes.
Until we gather back all the people we can.
Yes.
And then there's a stop point.
Yes.
You mean to tell me I was talking lawfully?
Yes, you were.
Wow.
Because
there's a stop point.
Correct.
So we have to take it and tax the people for the separation, which is the proof of the acceptance of the covenant, which is the proof that they have been moved in their heart to give, because it's a free gift. And it's a proof that they have been filled with the spirit of prophecy. It's the proof that
wise at heart.
They have been wise in heart. And then in their giving, they'll be moved to move here and then enjoy the beautiful, luxurious places that we will build for them in the sanctuary. And then they will put their hands to the work to build it as well until we gather back all of our people.
Yes. So because all of us who come together and work, is not just for us, but we'll also continue preparing for more to come.
Wow. And you do this until it's finished.
Till it's finished.
And we got all of our people back, and we got all of our land back, and we got all of our stuff back, and you stop.
We stop. Yep. When you say stop, we stop.
Wow. So you mean to tell me, so when I got land in Israel that's waiting to be built on, but we got to deal with
right here, right now
to get the people ready so that we make the move. We have the support because they can come here for 5 years.
Yes.
And we can get the residency here right now. So if we build this now in preparation, then we always can be bringing people in from here, right?
Correct, because remember, Jordan is where we crossed over.
Wow. So
when Joshua took us over from Jordan into the land.
Wow. So Moses and Joshua, when the Most High said you had to cross Jordan, you couldn't get around it?
No, because it wasn't just the Jordan River. It was Jordan itself.
Wow. So we still got to cross Jordan.
We still have to cross Jordan.
Right?
Yes.
Wow. So since we still got to cross Jordan, so the first time when they didn't cross Jordan and they didn't obey and they took 40 years.
Yeah, and then went 40 years in the wilderness.
Then they did another 40 years with Joshua to cross Jordan again.
Yes.
And now here we are back again, and we still got to cross Jordan.
We still got to cross Jordan. So it's just the best to go ahead and believe just like with Joshua and Caleb, you go ahead and believe so we don't have to spend an extra 40 years.
We can get in more direct.
We can get in more direct.
Right.
We got another opportunity because, before we didn't do it right.
Oh, wow.
So now we have a new opportunity to do it right. So if you just obey and just come and let's do the work and the preparation.
So this law says when you say it and they can hear it, that the covenant at that moment is renewed.
It's renewed.
And then this law says now to give for the separation so that we can build the sanctuary and the people can come now.
Yes. And if anyone's really paying attention, these instructions is being given at the same time it was back then.
Wow. So we in the same time. And right now, like our enemies got all kind of distractions because they got war going on in Ukraine. And, Israel's upset over this Farha movie. And they upset about Hebrews to Negroes. And our black people is finally waking up and starting to recognize that there's a system oppressing them. And now they can escape to the sanctuary and build it.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
This is amazing. Listen, you cannot make this up.
You can't make this up. The timing of it all is at the same timing that you have been given the instructions and understanding to do this. And now, as we're reading,
but here's the funny part,
happening.
Right? We live in a diplomatic area. There's nothing here but other diplomats and other people from embassies. We have Saudi princes here. We got princes from Syria and stuff here. There's a lot of royalty here, right? And my royalty lineage is accepted.
Yes, it is.
And we surrounded by engineers.
Yes.
And we have everything to build for the people. Yes. But now we need to take from them the separation to build for them, and they can come and participate in the work. So if you're a plumber or an electrician or this, not only give, but give and come. Like we need the masons and the cement workers. We need those who hear this message, wise in heart, and you can come and we can work on our own project.
All those that have these skills, unfortunately, we live in a society that's so caught up with technology, but these simple skills are greatly needed now.
Wow. Well, that's our time for today, folks. We'll see you tomorrow. That was a Revius class.